But joining me now, I'm excited to do this. I'm just learning about him. And I told our listeners he's kind of like this up-and-coming Frank Caliendo type, but he's really, really funny. And he's kind of blowing up a little bit, so we're lucky to have him now because it might be tough soon. His name is Joey Mulinaro, and he joins the show on a Tuesday. Joey, how are you, man?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you taking the time. So what is the last, month been like for you? You're kind of everywhere all of a sudden.
Yeah. No, it's been wild. I've been doing this kind of stuff and making videos and been in the radio business and the media business for really my entire professional career, I guess, since I was like 20 or 21 years old coming out of college. And so past 4 months or so has been pretty wild, but it's Rome wasn't built overnight, as they say, so it takes a little bit for people to notice your work, and it's been fun.
So I want to get to some of the impressions and some of the ones that I've become familiar with over the past little bit in just a minute, but I find people with a skill set like yours just really fascinating because it's unrelatable for most of us, Joey. So when did you first know you were good at this, and what was your first impersonation that you knew that was really good?
Yeah, I've always been impersonating people really since I was a kid. I do, teachers and coaches and parents' friends and everything like that. And that was just on a smaller scale. And then once I started getting into this business, it was kind of like, there's a bunch of young dudes who are coming up who can talk about the game last night, but as they're dudes who can do different things, dudes who can make people laugh or stand out from the crowd a little bit. So that's kind of why I just tried to start doing impressions of people who are, public figures, who are athletes, and being in Indianapolis, being located here, Andrew Luck was the first one that I put out there. It was the first one that was received by people and that people were taking notice of and everything like that. And that was about 11 months ago. Yeah, it was about March of 2019. So that was the first one that I did. And ever since then, I've just been trying to tackle different characters and have fun with it.
All right, let's get some impersonations because, I've been teasing it for the past little bit. And, we're a big college football city. In addition to, the NBA, we've got some great college football here locally. So I want to start with, Joey, let's say if Nick Saban was going through a drive-thru and ordering lunch.
All right, I got a couple coupons here. I got them from Miss Terry. I don't know if they're good. It says that they might be expired today, but I was hoping that being Coach Saban, running this football program the way that I do, maybe I could get a couple discounts here with them. I'm going to have to go with a Big Mac. If I could have a Big Mac, please, with a fry. I don't want a regular Coke. I want a Diet Coke. All they ever put in front of me is that damn Coke bottle. All right, so I'm tired of the regular Coke. I'm a Diet Coke kind of guy, and I don't want a regular Coke, so just quit asking.
Oh, your Saban might be my favorite, but I want you to do the same thing, going through a drive-thru, ordering lunch, Joey, if you were Ed Orgeron.
Well, the first thing that Coach O was going to do was going to go through somewhere like a Popeyes. More of a Cajun place, be able to get some sort of chicken, maybe even a little bit of a bowl of gumbo. So if I could do that on the number 4, please, instead of the fries, I'm going to go with the chicken and a side of gumbo. Make that 2 sides of gumbo, actually. Got to bring one home for my mama Coco. I'd appreciate it greatly. Go Tigers.
And Joey, you're a college football fan, right? Would you say that's your favorite sport?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, that or the NFL. I mean, I'm more of a football guy. I love all of them. I'm a huge Cubs fan being out here in the Midwest, but college football is one that I've kind of tried to make my niche out of here in Indy even. I host a show here on Saturday mornings that talks about college football and then the different impersonations and everything that I've done. That has a near and dear close tie to my heart. My wife, humble brag, my wife was a cheerleader at Purdue. So, college athletics, college football especially, I really, really enjoy, yeah.
Okay, the first impersonation that I saw of yours and I was dying, and I sent it to everybody, was your Cowherd, was your Colin Cowherd. It was the Baker Mayfield video, and you just nailed it. So I want you to recreate kind of the same thing. It's a Monday, Colin Cowherd, open the show, and then give us like a little bit of your first segment. Let's say if Baker Mayfield just had another horrible game on Sunday.
This is The Herd, wherever you might be, however you might be listening, live in Los Angeles. Joy Taylor, good to see you as always. Oh, Baker. It was another one for my boy Baker over the weekend. Yeah, 2 picks. But Colin Baker's lit. Yeah, lit on interceptions. But Colin Baker's one of us. Yeah, if you mean a no good piece of junk from Cleveland, that's what Baker is right now. It's hurt.
When did you know that you had Cowherd nailed? Because that, to me, Joey, is the one that I've heard you do that I think that is absolutely always going to be your calling card. I've never heard anyone else be able to do a Colin Cowherd. Like, when did you know you had it nailed like that?
I mean, that's the thing is, like, all these people that I impersonate, part of the reason why I feel like I can do such a good job with them is that I'm huge fans of theirs. So I'm listening to them always. I'm watching them always. I mean, I remember being, 17, 18 years old in my first summer job, and I would look forward to listening to The Herd every day, right? And so that's been, I'm 26 now. I've had 8 years of listening to Colin on an almost daily basis, watching his show when I'm either homesick or when I have a day off. So it's been one of those things that I've heard it so much, I've seen it so much that it's kind of just been a natural progression for me to start doing because I'm so familiar with it. So that's another thing that, none of these impressions that I do or try to do are out of disrespect or to take a shot at anybody. They're all people that I enjoy, that I'm a fan of, that, there's a reason, like I said, that I feel like I can do them pretty well, and that's because I'm just so familiar with them. So I tried it out before the Super Bowl. It was the first one I tried with Cowherd and was focusing a lot on the like different things like that. And that took off. And then the one with Baker Mayfield, Joy Taylor quote tweeted it, and then they talked about it on his show. And actually, I just released one today of Colin Cowherd after he meets his daughter's boyfriend. So it was kind of funny taking him into more of a home life situation. That was the first one that I've done of that.
Yeah, I saw it. It was so good. The backward hat stuff is just hilarious. Hey, man, before we set you loose, and thanks so much for the time, and just so you know, I would love to do this from time to time with you because I think it's such a fascinating skill, and so hopefully you'll be open to that. But before we set you loose, obviously we're going to pump your Twitter and your social, but is there anything else you'd like to pub and like get out there for our listeners?
No, man, I appreciate you having me. I'm always down to do fun stuff like this, and I'm always trying to work on new people and master the people that I've already tried to do, and just have fun with it. So, yeah, follow me on Twitter at Joey Mulinaro, Mulinaro, and we'll keep having fun.
Right on, man. Well, truly, you're phenomenally talented, so keep up the good work, and yeah, we'll have you back on soon. Thanks, Joey.
Cool. Thanks, dude. Have a good one.
All right, you too.